Blessings, 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 everybody out there in the universe. My name is Sean Myrie, and I'm your host of the Down to Earth podcast. Yup, straight up, gonna give you some gems, some news. The music industry, content industry, media industry, right? So I heard, bless up to Friday from We Love. He had a good convo the other day, talking about our content makers, our podcasters, the new rappers. Now, check this out. A lot of rappers, especially the vets, have gone that way. Like Gilly from $1 Million Worth of Game, Joe Budden. The list goes on. There's many. Too much to name now. But they have done this because they found a way through another door. They seen the industry changing. The saturation of music artists. We have so much artists that any Tom, Dick, and Harry could call themselves a rapper. Just get a program, set it up, and you're a rapper. Back in the days, you had to go through the battles, you had to be respected, and you'll be this hip-hop artist, right? I'm talking about that genre. Now, streams don't pay too much nowadays on these commercial streaming sites, because it's really meant for the corporate artists, registered artists, right? Not if you're not registered, it makes no sense with Music Society. Straight up, I'm gonna tell you that, right? So nothing's perfect, but it's better than nothing. Now, streams take forever to make money. Millions of streams, right? 1 million, about 3,000. Now, you have to look on Joe Budden and some of these content makers, these rappers who turned like Nori, they're not rapping as much anymore, doing rap, but they are interviewing rappers. They're still in the industry. These guys are making more money than they ever had off of content. There's only 200,000 podcasters in the world. 200,000 podcasters. Bless up that shit heavy podcast. Bless up, brothers. There's only 200,000 podcasters in the world. We have millions and billions of people. So there's less competition. I don't mind that. Less competition. Because everybody wants to be that artist or the rapper or the singer, right? The industry has changed in the last 10 years. Ever since you've seen music streamable everywhere on everybody's phone, it lost value. iMusic or Apple Music bought a lot of the catalog a long time ago. That's why Instagram has to rent. Basically, they're paying rent for music, what you could play on your reels. Some music, they take off. You ever notice they say they take off some of your reels because it says copywritten? Yeah, because maybe they didn't pay for that catalog of that artist. So let's continue now. I'm not saying you can't be an artist. I'm an artist. I could rap, right? I could sing. But how long are you going to follow the pipe dream until that you're wasting all that energy? There's been artists who came and went. They put a lot of money into it. They done their videos and they didn't go as far as they think to be Hollywood, right? Nothing's wrong with being local if you're making money from being local, doing shows and you're on the local radio. But if you're not even on the local radio, you're not even doing shows, the streams are not paying you nothing really. When you see people say million, their streams reached $1 million, that's $3,000. And how long did that take? I repeat that. How long did it take for you to reach $1 million? But a couple thousand listens for a podcaster, that's success. Even 1,000 listens a month is success. You don't need hundreds of thousands of listeners to be successful as a podcaster. You'll be happy if you got 500 listens a month. That's good. So, in this world saturated, it's not saturated by podcasts because it's hardly any. There's only 200 active podcasts, and we're probably one. 200,000 active. How much millions are in America? How much million people are in Canada? Right? That's why you gotta know your market when you're doing content. Now, as an artist, it's a nightmare. It's a big nightmare to be an artist nowadays because it's like a lot of people have been pushing this independent thing, which is good because you want to control and own all your art. But now, if you want to be Hollywood, what they're basically telling you, you want to be like the ones that you look like either up to kind of, or they're on, social media and you see a lot of streams. You basically have to sell a little bit of your soul to the corporation. You got to be part of the corporation to make money. Being on all the top shows, all the festivals, right? If you're independent, you must have worked really hard. And if you're independent, I mean out there, like a commercial artist, you worked really good. You went through some type of door. Right? To get in. Chance the Rapper, I'm always hearing people talk about Chance the Rapper. Right? I don't know what door. He could have went through some type of door. He found success. There's certain people who have found success. They got money somewhere, somehow. Maybe, from their parents or, or a cousin or family, or if you're lucky, you got a loan. Now, instead of a record deal, what I've been hearing, it's better off if you get a loan so that you could pay for your project, pay for your videos, pay for certain things, your graphic design, pay for your campaign, right? If you have that money, bless up, turn of events. So it takes money. This is music business. This is what's bad. It's like the bad word. And I've been saying this over and over again. It's a business. Let's try to take music out of it, even though you do music. How much do people know the business of it? It's like any storefront, anything what people are selling. What are you doing to get to the next level? There's all these stores around, and now you have competition. But guess what? In the content game, the podcast game, there's a lot of people trying to do it, but it's not as much competition. It's not as much. There's 200,000 active. So it's up to you as a content maker to stand out, be a little bit different, right? I love music, like I said, myself. But sometimes, right, the genre, when you put yourself in a box, that's what hurts you. That's what will hurt you, putting yourself in a box. Because the evolution, I believe, as an artist, you have to evolve that. You're not just doing one type of, you got to be universal with your music. Because it might not touch the hip-hop crowd if you're trying to do hip-hop, right? So if you sing, maybe that's why Drake is big. Drake is big because he's singing, rapping, right? And he owns his label now. Kanye West raps, produces, right? Any artist you see successful had to evolve and become a business person fully. Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Eminem, the list goes on. I can't name them all. Each one had to just stop fully being, they always will be an artist, but they had to become a business person. Remember that. Every artist, you have to become a business person. There's a lot of talented people. Or if you can't become, you have to be in the business some way. But if you can't handle the full business, get a manager. That's what a manager is for. Some people need managers. Some people do need managers, right? They're very good at the music, but they can't handle the business side. And then there's some people who are good at the business side, but they need somebody to help them with the promotion, the art. So this is what's called having a team. No running away from it. You need a team. You need a team. Every successful rapper or hip-hop artist, if you want to call them, has a team. Jay-Z, Drake, Lil Wayne. Look who's behind them. Look who's... Jay-Z had who? Dame Dash. Right? Lil Wayne, Baby, right? And Baby's brother. Right? All the people, I don't care who it is, you could keep digging. All of them had a team. Even Mobb Deep, even the underground guys, they have a team. Someone supporting them behind. Now, if you're by yourself, it's going to take you longer, straight up. And maybe you won't get all of the results of what you want. That's why the content game, it's good to have a team, but you don't have to have a team in the content game. Because a podcast, right? Some of the biggest podcasters, don't even have video. This is still a new thing. There's some big podcasters who are supported all around the world. All they do is just have audio. They don't even come on with no video. This video stuff is new. So now there's we got Twitch. We got all these different streaming things. Why? Because content makers are making a lot of noise and they're actually becoming successful. Right? So ask Joe Budden if he wants to do a rap album. That'll just be for fun. Joe Budden's making he's making millions of dollars off of just sitting down and talking. Same thing with Nori, and the rest are starting to catch on, right? So if you are an artist, you better go all in. And sometimes it's your market. That's all it is too, right? People will be mad because, oh, I don't have support here, I don't have support there. Meanwhile, if you leave, it's like any other job. You'll find success. It's like even just doing a normal job. Sometimes the city you're in, there's no employment. Let me repeat. Sometimes the city you're in, there's no employment. That goes for the music. Sometimes the city you're in, there's no employment for the music, meaning there's nothing what's put money back into your pocket. Now, right, you might say it's more competition if you go to New York or LA. But there's more support down there. There's people you don't even know who have like 100,000 followers on Instagram, but they're not commercial famous. I've interviewed some with 100,000, 200,000, maybe 300,000. They're known in the state, but they're not known to us. But guess what? They have more support than us. A lot of people in this local 6, right? These people are happy in their own state. They're doing shows everywhere, and then they could travel state to state if they can. But here, trust me, it's not the same, and it'll never work. It just will never work. People from Europe want to be big in America. People from all around in the world want to be in that market when it comes to urban music. So nothing different from Canada, right? You want to be in that urban market if you're doing urban music. So you got to leave here. And it's like the medicine. You got to leave here. I'm sick of talking about it. But content makers are the new rappers, what I heard from a fellow podcaster. It's really true. Right? But it's not for everybody. Not everybody could do it. You can't be shy, right? And you gotta have subjects. Meaning content. What are you talking about? Now, experience builds our platform. It's called edutainment. So our experience, seeing a lot of artists through the years, come and go, been around artists, me doing music myself, seeing the back of the scenes, made me learn. And not just me, my father been around artists, musicians from a long time. So this is coming from not just my generation, it's coming from older generations' experience. And I have experience because I got younger, right? So I see the young generation, believe me, not just the old head. I got ones who are in this now, what's going on, and my time and older. So I got experience. Experience is the key. So when you, to make content, the best thing is experience. That's like Wallow and Gilly. On Gilly and Wallow. Gilly was a rapper, right? From Philadelphia. So he's seen the business, he's been around people, and that's why he could talk about certain things. He's been around a lot of people. Same thing with Joe Budden. He's been around a lot of rappers, a lot of executives, a lot of radio people. They know what they're saying, right? Everybody will admit, if you have the experience in something, I can't tell you about the experience, what you have, been through, because you've been through that experience. I could probably look it up, research it, and ask some questions, but it's vice versa. If we have the experience, so unless you have more experience than us, which I love people who have more experience, because that's education, you learn, each one teach one, then you could talk to me or us if you have the experience, right? Like when I say SoCan, there's probably a bigger amount of artists who don't even know what that is, and they call themselves artists. When you say certain things about the business, they don't understand, and they're still so ignorant. I don't know if some people are waking up, but streams don't pay you nothing unless you are probably properly registered, right, with a music society, because those streams, you'll wait forever for that money to come. Which bank is it coming through? Which bank? I just had to put that down. So content makers are the new, when it comes to urban music, rappers. Because at some point, I'm not saying give up your dream, at some point, it has changed. So that's why people are on Twitch. That's why people are on what's called TikTok. So you as an artist have to be active on those platforms. And if you're just on one platform, no. It's not going to go that way if you're just on one platform. Same thing like how I have to be on a lot of platforms and active. Yes, people got stuck with the drug of Instagram. But everybody, this is a good question. A lot of people have music videos. Bless up, real J Smalls. Tapping in. Yeah, man. A lot of people have music videos, right? How much people have a YouTube channel? A lot of the artists have YouTube channels because you have your videos on there. Correct me if I'm wrong. A YouTube channel, is it a music channel? You're just calling it? Why aren't you on there like you're on Instagram? That's all I gotta say. Why aren't you on there like you're on Instagram? That's where it counts, right? So for example, now I'm doing a live stream on IG. I learned something from IG a long time ago, right? What I do, I take the content, put it on another platform, put it on the other platform. You could put this content on like 3-4 different platforms. This same content, anything you make on here, you could put it on more than one platform. How much of you are doing that? Besides your music videos, as artists, are you using other platforms to promote your videos? Now, right, DistroKid, they have something that you could upload your video and it goes to more than just YouTube, because it's not just YouTube people watch music videos on all around the world. There's other music sites. So you're only getting revenue just from one video site. You're dependent on just one when there's like maybe 20 others. That's where your money comes in. So that 3,000 could turn out to 50,000 because 1 million streams is only 3,000. Calculate that. So you want all these other video sites to reach 1 million too. So you get 3,000 from each. Calculate that. So a lot of people just gotta learn, man. The whole key to this is bad. It's like illiteracy. It's like a literacy. You gotta learn the music business. Just get a book, go to the library, or go on to your phone, Google music business, Google your rights and contracts, and Google the best producers and executives. Look that shit up. Make that your Instagram. Because a lot of artists, there's something called artist development. That means you need to learn still. What is artist development? No one wants to hear that. That's a bad word. Ooh, I'm very good. What do you mean I need development? My mother says I could sing good, or my mother say I could rap good. My friends say I could rap good, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're good. But there's other things you might be not ready for, right? Maybe you're not good at performing, but you're good at recording. Maybe you're good at recording, but you're not good at performing. Did I say that? Mix that up. So that's what you need. Artist development. So now that's why a lot of people don't want to waste time on no artists. You see this AI shit they're making? Check it out. This AI shit. Why you think they have all this AI stuff? It makes people even more lazy. You can make someone write your lyrics. The phone can make your lyrics easy. You don't even have to be someone who knows the English language too good. Respect to everybody. But anybody now can make up a rap, recite it, record it, and there you are. You see? There you are. You see how it's going right now? But someone, right? Like the attitude, the mannerisms, the realness, that will never go away. Right? If people, as long as there's always people who are going to want the realness. So you're going to start to see a lot of people use these tools, this AI, more than ever, especially like even like for like, look, you can make scripts from it, maybe essays. So you have this technology doing everything even more for us. We already have the phones that do a lot. Now you have this these apps, these AI apps. Either way, it's not the same. The music industry, it's like when Jay-Z put that shit out, Death to Autotune, right? Or something. Death to Autotune. And then Autotune became bigger than ever after he said that. Right? It became bigger than ever. Check that out. After Jay-Z said death to the Autotune, I swear that was the birth of Autotune. Everybody started using it even more. Right? But did he know something we all don't know, or I know? Was it reverse psychology? Him saying that made everybody use it so much. And people still using it, but used it so much that at a certain time, he knows when that shit's gonna die down. In popularity. And I think it's coming to about that end. Because you see this 50 years of hip-hop is promoting you gotta be authentic. It's reminding people where the culture comes from. And if you're a young one, not to blame all the young ones, but if you're on that vibe, what I just explained, that autotune, that's all you do, it'd be the other way around. You had your high, and then now it's really going to be going to the low, because anyhow, which we've been saying this for years, and I think it's coming around the corner, the popularity of being authentic and actually a lyricist. A lot of you guys are going to have to go back to school, do your homework to join this club, because a lot won't make it. Some will try and they will sound corny. You'll just make yourself, you'll crucify yourself. So that's going to be the real. I think that's coming. That is coming. You only hear about people mentioning Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, right? They mention Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. That's it. And we know there's more. So will that become popular? You never know. But I'm out.